back to another episode of Let's Kvetch. Thank you for being with us. I'm your host, Raphael, Leban, my co-host.
No, you're a co-host. Oh, you're the host. We've talked about this.
We talked about this already.
Okay,
we're both co-hosts.
Well, co-host. He's a co-host of the most because he doesn't.
The co-host with the mostest. And thank you for joining us for Let's Kvetch. Check out our new website. Very exciting.
It's very cool.
cleanspeech.com/Let's Kvetch.
Yes.
There you can catch up on all the episodes you might have missed. You can submit your Kvetch.
Right. You
can read Howard's new bio.
Right, and yours.
Mine's
I mean, it's not new.
It's not new,
yeah, everybody knows.
I've been working on it for a lifetime.
No, but this is a special episode. Very special.
Every episode is.
But this is more so because
Very
why?
Special. Why?
Because we're going to be talking about Rosh Hashanah.
The high holiday kvetching episode.
Yeah.
The one you've all been waiting for because there's so much kvetching that goes on around the high holidays. Here it is. Get it now.
And by the way, the intro music, hopefully, that was years ago, I think about 12 years ago, that the group Maccabeats did called The Book of Good Life.
The beautiful song. And great singing, by the way. I didn't know you could sing like that.
Yeah, I've been practicing in the mirror for some time now. Or in the shower. But anyway.
Amazing.
Right. So, people are going to say, what is, you're going to talk about Rosh Hashanah, and on the Let's Kvetch podcast, what's the shaykhus? What is, yeah.
What's the connection? How does kvetching and the high holidays go together?
Right.
Well, I don't know that we're going to have people wondering about that. My guess is that everyone feels like kvetching is a perfect topic for us to talk about on our show. In fact, if you'd like to tell me that or otherwise, you can just go and leave us a kvetch note on the website there that we just mentioned. Right. But I don't think this is a stretch. It's not a stretch kvetch. It's quite a natural. I've been kvetching myself about the high holidays forever, and I've heard a lot of other people do it. And again, we've always felt in writing the show, we've always felt that kvetching is something universal, and I would say the same for high holiday kvetching.
Right. So all right. So what are your
top kvetches?
Top
okay, let's see.
Kvetches.
There definitely is the people that kvetch about the temperature. It's never the right temperature. It's too cold.
It's too hot.
There's no AC. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and usually it's the person who's kvetching, and there's another person in the synagogue who's in charge of the temperature, and I can't believe that he's keeping it at that temperature because I know people have left synagogues for that reason. For sure.
Up until 10 years ago, I was in two synagogues here in town, both big rooms.
Okay. Big rooms.
I mean, and lots of people. Okay. So people put off heat, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so
the shul has to turn the AC way down, and when you're the first one there, which you probably were because you're a very holy Jew, so you walk in and it's freezing, and later does it warm up? It's very
right.
Yeah.
So now I'm in a smaller room, and
terrible.
And it gets chilly. It gets chilly.
So people should dress in layers. You should have a Yom Tov outfit in layers. In Colorado, we understand that. You never know. You have to take your tie off. You have a warm, insulated fleece.
That's a great idea.
Fleece holiday, throw.
Okay.
Warm talus, cool talus.
Yeah. Well, I have a very warm talus. It's heavy, so that's.
That could be it.
Yeah, that could be it.
See, how could you get that? So there's another one. There's also the Yom Tov shoes kvetch. You mean, well, if you don't wear Yom Tov shoes all the time, so quite naturally it's you're putting on shoes.
Special shoes for
people get dressed up if they don't normally. Listen, I walk through the airport. I am the only human being I see in with a tie on, except for the pilots who have a tie as part of their uniform. Not another single. So people get dressed up.
But not as good looking as your tie.
Thank you, Howard. When you wear shoes that you're not typically wearing, like people get dressed up on a special occasion, aren't your shoes uncomfortable?
All right, so are we talking about men or women, or it doesn't matter?
Well, women are always kvetch about shoes. That's forget the holidays. Women's shoes are always worth kvetching about.
Which sort of leads into the mode of dress.
The high holiday fashion show, Kvetch.
Okay, right.
People are either kvetching about what the other person's wearing,
right?
The guy in front, the couple in front of them, or they're kvetching about other people making a big deal about what they wear. You know what I mean? Oh, it's such a fashion show.
Oh my gosh, but not to be okay. Never mind.
Okay, that's another Kvetch.
I won't say that was funny. All right, and then so here's one. From my older days, it's like they sort of group families and stuff like that. But who's in front and who's behind you, who's next to you.
Right, where you're sitting.
Oh, my cousin.
How come he gets the aisle?
Right, he's in front.
I'm over here behind the pillar. What? It's like. It's worse than seats in the in the theater and the stadium, right? Yeah.
Should we have any? I mean, you fill out these forms like where you sit or something like that, and you sit. This is your seat, right?
It's your seat.
Can you move?
Wow, they really want to cause some kvetching. Try sitting in someone else. It works on. It doesn't work on planes. It's certainly all the more so it's not going to work in the synagogue.
Oh, so it's the same kind of.
You're stuck with that.
So
seat.
You have like a person going down.
Hey.
Mr. Wedgle, that's not your seat.
That's not your seat.
So, can I see your ticket?
Yeah. There's this rough high holiday ushers,
I tell you.
They are rough.
Ushers, right.
The ushers.
The ushers come down. Right, yeah. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But we did one time we did a high holiday seat sign up that said, where would you like to sit? Would you like to sit next to a doctor for some free medical advice? You want to sit next to an attorney maybe? Or do you want to sit, next to your wife, not next to your wife, next to your friend's wife? You want to sit, where do you want to sit? I want to sit on the other side of the mechitza for my wife, where my wife can't see me. Well, we have a lot of options. You check off where you want to sit. I was doing that to try to make everybody at ease if they grew up sitting, men and women together, and I was asking them to sit separately. So I was trying to make everybody comfortable. But you could definitely kvetch about the seats. I have heard people kvetch about so-and-so, look, it's to sit there. The rabbi shakes his hand. Well, me, I'm in the middle of the aisle. You hear this stuff. I'm telling you.
Oh,
these are real kvetches.
Yeah, okay. All right, so what's another one?
Another one?
Yeah.
Well, listen. For sure we're kvetching about the rabbi's sermon. Oh my, so long. He said the same as last year.
This is coming from you?
What are you saying? I sometimes am giving the sermon, and sometimes I'm listening. So I know both sides. Okay.
So after a sermon, you go, "Why did I say that?"
Right. We'll get to the rabbis kvetching about the congregants. That's another episode entirely.
Okay, right.
But first, this is from the congregant perspective today.
Got it.
And it's so long. He spoke so long, or
it's like sometimes I get if they use a little too much Hebrew and like. What's that word mean?
Right.
How do I translate?
Yeah.
Or they get a little
carried away.
Right.
Can you believe he said that? He really expects me. Right. Or if it's a political thing. If you get a rabbi that likes to talk about politics on high holidays from the pulpit, wow, then for sure you got half the room upset.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bad idea.
Right.
Bad idea for sure.
Politics
for
off
sure,
the table and stuff like that. So, but what do you? Okay, take off your rabbi hat. Okay, legit question.
Okay.
Take off your rabbi hat, and you're a congregant.
Okay.
Okay. What do you want to hear from a rabbi?
What do I want to hear on the high holidays?
On the high holidays, but
As a congregant, what do I hear from the rabbi? Rabbis aren't watching this podcast, so they're not. This is not.
You're not going to get in trouble.
Yeah,
you won't get in trouble.
You giving me a bye over here?
Yeah, because who's
listening?
Who's listening?
The rabbis aren't listening anyway. As a congregant, what do I want to hear?
Wait a minute,
short.
Aren't you sending to friends?
Short,
to friends.
witty.
Other Rabbeim.
Do I send this podcast to my rabbis to say, please watch it? I don't do that. No. But I think that short, witty, I think poignant, something that's new and I didn't think of. Whatever. It's having sat on the pulpit on the holidays, I have a little bit more patience and compassion for the tough job. When somebody says, "Okay, inspire me,"
right?
You're like. I had one time we had a comedian. He was going to perform for us online, so we had him for Friday night dinner before the Saturday night wine and cheese, where he was going to get up and do stand-up comedy, right? So we had some other guests at the table, and they got introduced to him. So they said, "Oh, you're the comedian for the Saturday night event. Say something funny." Really? And the guy's like, it's like Rabbi, inspire me. Say something inspiring.
Okay.
Now I get it. Now I do know some rabbis. They plan and they write their high holiday speeches weeks, months in advance for sure. So they put a lot of effort into it, and I'm sure it's great. But does that mean we can't kvetch about it? We're going to kvetch. Here's another kvetch. Change the topic.
Okay.
We kvetch about the guy blowing the shofar. Did it come out? He missed a few. He had to repeat some.
Sometimes
it didn't sound right. So short, so long, so loud, so high.
Well, you're a shofar blower, so you know the ins and outs of the shofar.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but right. So you might have somebody with a little bit longer or shorter.
Did you see the shofar on that guy? It's like, you don't know what people can kvetch about the shofar. They can.
No.
What about the chazan?
No, because like an athlete, you can have an off day. Maybe
for sure
you can have somebody that's blowing the shofar. And it's not.
Yeah, listen, the guy's not a Grammy-winning jazz performer. He's a Jew blowing a ram's horn. Give the guy a break.
Does it have to be a ram's horn? Can it be sheep or?
It has to be a ram's horn.
Has to be a ram's horn.
On Rosh Hashanah, we always use a ram's horn because it reminds us of the binding of Isaac, where there was a ram at the end.
All right.
Now, back to kvetching.
Okay.
What about the chazan?
Oh,
that's got to be a top kvetch.
Huge, right.
A whole show on that.
The whole
itself.
show, right? We could do.
Yeah, a whole category. People kvetch.
But it's interesting. So I happened to got a copy of Jewish Action magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think it's put out by the OU. Yeah, and happened to be there's an article in the fall edition here on singing during tefillah.
Nice.
So there's a source. There are sources from the Talmud that there was singing in it. So not necessarily the chazan, but just but we're melodic. We can be melodic during our singing.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things.
Prayer is meant to be the expression of the heart, and song that's exactly what it is. The expression of the heart is what we call it. Is what we think of the song.
Okay. I mean, I'm more. I don't know. Sensitive is the word because my father, all of a sudden, was in the choir. Was in the choir.
Ah, the choir. Okay. We could kvetch about the choir.
I grew up at Beth Joseph Synagogue, and he was, since even before he got married, he was in the choir. And besides having a great voice and stuff like that, but the tunes that the chazan, the cantor, did with the choir, it was, it just. To me, it gets you involved and me, it's a spiritual elevation if it's done well.
When it really goes right, it's super. It's powerful. And here's the thing. You get people year after year, it becomes very routine and regular to them. And if you get a new chazan or he blows it or whatnot,
right? It's on
they could be oismensch. They could kvetch for a year.
Oismensch?
Oismensch means it's just so out of sorts, right? They could be so off put by that.
Yeah,
and then at least a lot of kvetching.
Yeah, so it's a.
These are all real. Sure, just a few things.
Yeah.
Besides which, it's long. It took too long. It ended too late.
Right. Then you start looking. Oh my gosh!
Looking at your watch. I can't believe it. It didn't end on time, and then I'm late for lunch.
These are they're kvetches that people go through. We don't want you to have this. This is why we're here. This is exactly.
Let us do the kvetching for you. Put it in there. Don't say it to anyone else. Don't share it. I remember reading a beautiful article by Rabbi Feldman Emmanuel Feldman from Atlanta. He was a rabbi in Atlanta for many, many, many years. Then he retired to Israel. He wrote a book called Tales Out of Shul.
Okay.
And it was like what he talked about. And he talked about the breakaway minyan idea. The breakaway minyan. What is the breakaway minyan? You know what the breakaway minyan is?
Everybody gets ungeblosen about something. And
what did you say?
Ungeblosen.
Oh,
you like that one?
Okay.
I haven't.
Kvetch is another word for kvetching.
It's another ungeblosen? Yeah. Well, it's more like being just upset, but it doesn't mean you're
upset.
You're not vocalizing it, is it?
It's an internally ungeblosen. That's really good. No, I like that. They put that. I want to see what the little subtitles on the YouTube put for ungeblosen. What is that? They never get it right. That's a good one. Ungeblosen. So what I was saying though is, he made a point. The breakaway meaning is when we just get so fed up with every little thing in the temperature, the seats, the rabbi, the sermon, the show. You know what we do? We're gonna break away.
Right there?
Yeah, and I don't. Well, overall, this is what we do. We get upset. It's not the davening. The synagogue services are not to our liking. We make our own. That's it. We're leaving. We're splitting off. We're making our own. And the thing is, think about what an awful idea that is. Certainly on the high holidays, just in general. It all has to be exactly the way that I like it. Of all the people in the room, if it doesn't perfectly suit me, then okay, that's what all this kvetching is a little bit about. It's a little bit ridiculous, that we all think that hundreds of people potentially sitting together in one experience. It's going to be every single person going to be the perfect experience on all fronts for all of us. It's innocent.
I mean,
it's not going to be, and that's okay.
The high holidays, what are known by? The days of awe. Yeah. Right? Not the days of kvetching.
The days of rue. You'll rue these days because I have to listen to the sermon for so long. No, I don't know.
No, it's not the days of kvetching, and we should remember why we're there. And
we want the Almighty not to kvetch about us. Can you imagine in heaven? The kvetching goes up to the throne of heavenly glory.
Right. And
there, it's recorded in the book of life. It wrote down how he kvetched about, everybody's outfit.
Are there footnotes, little footnotes, and say Howard was, at this point he said this. I don't want that.
I don't want that.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I know my head.
So what we're coming out is that the real way to do it is kvetch to us privately, submit your kvetch,
right.
And don't
and forever
hold your peace.
Yeah.
No kvetching. No kvetching on the holidays. We have to take a break. This is the last show of the year. We're gonna get all our kvetching out now. I think that's a famous thing that we say. Let the year end in all its kvetching, and let the new year start with all of its blessings. And Howard, as we sign off, I just want to wish you that you should have a healthy and successful year with a lot of episodes of Let's Kvetch in the can this year.
Amen, amen, and to you as well, and all your endeavors for what you do here at the Jewish Experience could continue.
Well, thank you.
To do a
clean speech this year coming up this November. Everybody stay tuned. We'll have more announcements about that. Thanks for being with us, and another great episode.
Lashana Tova, Tikosevu. You should all be written.
Don't slam on the table anymore. You're messing up.
The
mic, yeah. Everyone should.
There's an emphasis.
A sweet new kvetching year.
Yes. All right.
Thank you.
Apples and honey, amongst other cinnamon.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's Let's Kvetch, where mindful speech and wisdom always stretch. Rabbi Raphael, Howard on the mic, dropping Torah gems, everyday insight. Let's Kvetch, let's not forget. Choose words wisely, no regret. Guard your tongue, learn the flow. Jewish vibes on the podcast. Let's go. From Lashon Hara to keeping speech kind, every syllable affects the divine. Pause before you speak, breathe and reflect. Every day, my Vaughn earns respect. Howard's got the laughs, Rabbi keeps it deep. Lessons on the lips for your soul to keep. We're talking truth, talking shalom by it. Heart stays soft when the tone stays quiet. Let's Kvetch, let's not forget. Choose words wisely, no regret. Guard your tongue, learn the flow. Jewish vibes on the podcast. Let's go. Rhythm of the mitzvah, speech is gold. Lesson in restraint, let the story unfold. No gossip, no hate, keep the temple clean. Listeners engaged in that mindful routine.